Director Shankar and actor Kamal Haasan's Indian set the box office on fire in 1996 pan-India. 28 years later, they've teamed up again for a sequel, Indian 2. Joining us now, the master filmmaker, Mr. Shankar himself. Thank you very much for your time. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
The central theme of this film is corruption. Do you think it's still relevant pan-India? And what have you done to make it interesting for audience countrywide?
Yeah, see, after the release of the movie, every year after a movie, when I was thinking about my next film, so when I read the newspapers, the news coming, every day, like somewhere the bribe was asked and someone has to pay the bribe, and some poor people are affected by the bribing and all. So immediately you will get the thought of Senapati. So year after year, when you read the news, I feel like the Senapati character should come back. But I was waiting to that feeling to convert into a story. So during 2.0, I got the story and I decided to do that. Mainly, the thought of the movie is just a pan-Indian thought. So I'm confident that each and every citizen of our country can associate with this movie, and they will watch the movie fully. It will be very engaging for them, for the family audience, and this is for all generations. And there is something to take away from this movie for every citizen. And after the movie is over, they will start thinking about the thought in the movie. I strongly believe.
Both you and Mr. Kamal Haasan over the years have established yourself into big names in your respective fields. What was it like working with him after 28 years?
It was so nice. He was after 28 years, he was more experienced, and he is making things easy. Easy means you can work with him so easily. So you see that his stardom and his experience and knowledge, doesn't make us to hesitate to ask something, or to make him to do different things and all. That is a good thing I observed about him, and he is very updated. So yeah, his acting also very updated. So even after so many years of acting, he is very particular about his acting is very trendy, which will appeal to the nowadays audience.
Was it difficult directing him?
No, if you work properly, it's not difficult to direct him. So when I go to Kamal sir, is so knowledgeable. So before I go and pitch a script, I will make sure, like so everything is perfect, and with lot of homework. If you go and approach him, if everything is fine, the very easiest actor to direct.
The Senapati Tata, the old man, he is the central character. Is it true it took every day several hours for the prosthetic makeup to be done for Mr. Kamal Haasan?
Yes, of course, because in the part 1, we shot 40 days with the prosthetic makeup, and this part we shot him 70 days with the prosthetic makeup. So every day he is the one to come to the set first, and it will take from 3 years to 3 hours to 3.5 hours. Then we can work maximum 5.5 hours only, and then it will take 1 hour for him to remove the makeup.
Right.
So he can't eat solid food, so he'll be having some juice, soup and all. Once he finish the shoot and once he removes the makeup, only he can eat solid food. So he has gone through all these difficulties because he loved the character and the passion for the cinema. So he has gone through this all these prosthetics and all, and made that character like more memorable and more lively and more dynamic, and can go on and on about it.
You are known to be a director synonymous with grandeur, magnificence. Would Indian 2 also be of that kind, with pan-India stars like Siddharth, Anushka, Rakul Preet?
Yeah, as I told you before, more than a pan-India movie, it's a pan-Indian thought. So it's a big story. Like the part 1 was 3 hours 20 minutes, and it was revolving around one state. And this part 2 is spreading all over the country. The story is so big, and it needs lot of characters, lot of supporting characters, lot of cameos and all. So all the actors with like Siddharth, Rakul Preet and Gulshan Grover, Piyush Mishra, Zakir Hussain, and here Vivek and Nedumudi Venu from Malayalam industry, Bobby Simha, and the experienced actors, they elevated the scene, to the next level. So you can fully involve, the movie, and you can enjoy that.
You expect a repeat of the box office? What happened in '96?
Yeah, of course.
A blockbuster?
Yeah, of course. See, we did our best, and so many technicians and actors, and we all put our efforts to satisfy the audience. So we strongly believe the audience will, in return, they will show their love by flooding to the theaters.
Mr. A.R. Rahman had scored music for Indian. One would have thought you would have written him for the sequel as well, but was it a difficult choice to say no to him and to engage Mr. Anirudh?
It's not like that, because the situation is totally different.
Right.
When I finished 2.0 shoot, there were something went wrong in the visual effects for that the huge bird. So we are in a situation to recreate that from the scratch.
Right.
So the VFX companies demanded 1 year of time to complete that bird shots and all. So we have to wait naturally for a period of 1 year. So my work is very less. Once in a week they will come with the CG shots, and I have to see whether it is okay or not, what correction has to be made. I'll give my feedback, and I was free. I'll be free for 1 year. Meanwhile, I have finished the script of Indian 2. So, and even Kamal sir liked the script, and we are ready to start the shoot. 2.0 released in November, and we are ready in the January itself. We plan to shoot also. So that time my work is finished, but A.R. Rahman's work is not completed. Just now he started the background score. It's a huge task, because he did very beautifully, and he had put a lot of efforts. I think out of all of my films, for the background score, he had put enormous effort for the movie 2.0. So if I ask for the songs for Indian 2 also, it will be heavy burden for him. I can't ask also. When I'm doing 2.0, that also to be released. So it will be a very difficult task for him. So meanwhile, I'm seeing the growth of Anirudh. All his songs are so good. I'm enjoying that also. So I thought I should work with him, and I should take him for this Indian 2. This is what happened regarding the music composer.
Did you think about roping in Manisha Koirala and the other team members part of Indian?
Yeah, when the story was progressing, so naturally your thought will go back and forth, left and right. Okay, so sometime that characters will be required, and from another angle it is not required. So I gone through the process of bringing that characters again, and finally the logged script didn't require Manisha Koirala and Urmila and all. So that main CBI officer character is coming. That is Nedumudi Venu, the senior most actor, a brilliant actor. So after 28 years, the CBI officer who was after Senapati in that part 1 is coming back in this part also.
Right. One would think, well, male actors, heroes are able to retain their #1 position even when they cross 70. Actresses don't get that kind of a luck actually. They get, in a sense, discarded. Do you think that's a kind of a bias towards men or against women?
I don't think so, because the times are changing. Now Deepika Padukone has such a big command. So here Nayanthara has a big command. So I don't think so. Like
The
there
industry is
are
not biased against women.
no. See, it's the audience. No, when they like female superstars, no, they will uh, make that a big box office hit, and they will make their stardom grow more and more.
Things are changing.
Yeah, I've told no two examples.
In terms of pay,
Pay also they are getting big payment.
equal to men or heroes,
That day is not
far away.
yeah.
Right. You have directed Mr. Kamal Haasan, Mr. Rajnikant. Would you want to see them together in any of your films sometime?
Yeah, that is the dream of every filmmaker here. And I had an idea actually initially the 2.0. My idea is Rajni sir and Kamal sir to do together. That Kamal sir to do the Pakshirajan role which Akshay Kumar did, but he was busy and no like so. Excuse me. So we went for casting Akshay Kumar in that movie.
What's the difference you see in their styles, Mr. Kamal Haasan and Mr. Rajnikant?
Entirely different, but very effective because he also have his own energy. Rajini sir and Kamal sir also is having his own energy. They are different energy, but it works.
Right. Tell us about, it was an emotional moment. Three of the artists you lost in the making of the film, Mr. Vivek, Mano and Nedumudi.
One more actor also, Asif Bhatt.
Right. Right. But still you made sure you retained the characters and gave a kind of a new life for them on the film.
No, you can see in the movie. Yeah, they are very important characters. They are there in the movie.
Going away from Indian too, how much of artificial intelligence is being used in films in general? So outside there is a worry that in course of time AI will take over many of our work. How is it in the film industry?
Yeah, it is. We are using that wherever it's necessary. We are not forcing it to for any aspect, music wise and voice wise and visual image wise. But every time some new technology comes, people will say that there is a threat, there is a threat. But still, the human imagination and the human creation is always superior. That's what I believe. So it will be
how
a tool, that's all.
That's right. How important is Indian too for you as a director?
Every film is important for me because I'm giving a slice of my life to that each and every movie. So every movie is very, very important.
And what keeps you updated? How do you prepare yourself for every challenge? You've been in the industry for so long.
I am observing what is happening around me, and I have kids of this generation. And see, when you make a movie, you should keep all the aspects in your mind. When you're writing a story, you should keep everything. So naturally, will be evolving, according to the generation changes, like that. In such a way, like you can see the participation of this generation also in this movie.
Right. Is there a kind of a healthy competition? Seasoned, established directors like you, and on the other side you have OTT platforms nurturing young talents now.
Yeah, I like that. See, in Corona period, I've seen a lot of web series and these things. It's mind blowing, and which you cannot. Some of the content we cannot do in the mainstream cinema, and that is one side. But I love feature films like okay, because that euphoria when you go to the theater, sit with the 300 people or 600 people or 1000 people together and enjoy, like that euphoria is amazing. That experience, that I would love to do mostly. Let me see in future, if whether I'll be doing a OTT content or not.
Information coming from the US markets, Indian too is doing extremely well in terms of advanced bookings. Are you optimistic of a repeat of the 1996 blockbuster performance? Do you expect that kind of a repeat?
Yeah, of course. See, I told you, everybody, because the producer Subhashkaran is very passionate. I'm supposed to do this movie with some other producer, so he called me very friendly. He asked, I'm the fan of that movie Indian, so I want to produce it, please do it for me, he asked me. So seeing his passion and all, no, we see that he will be producing this. And Kamal sir spend so much of time because he saw the potentiality in the script. And even if there's no something exciting in a script, no, even I can't do. Only if I can enjoy as a movie, then only I will shoot. So everybody believed and everybody liked the script, and everybody put their efforts, all the technicians and actors. So definitely, like people will respect the hard work, and they know like what kind of people are involved in the movie, and how they go to a level to see that perfection, the max, and definitely they will reciprocate for that.
When can we expect the trilogy, part 3?
Yeah, almost 80% of the filming is done. There is 2 songs and some scenes are there. As soon as we release that, we will plan, discuss with the production, and there is a possibility of releasing within the 6 months of this release. Let's see how things shape.
Lastly, it's 28 years since you made this film. There could be a bulk of the younger audience who have not watched the film. Will they still be able to enjoy and understand this film? Will it be a standalone in that sense?
Last year also and now also, you can see these kind of news in the newspapers regarding bribing and all. So definitely it will appeal for them. And I told there is a participation of this generation also in this story. So definitely they will get connected. So they are enjoying the songs, they are enjoying the trailer. So we all keep in mind that it should appeal for this generation also, and the script also is for all the generations. So the whole family can get connected with the content and they can enjoy, and there is something to take away.
Mr. Shankar, such a joy talking to you, and thank you for your time.
Thank you very much.
That was master filmmaker Mr. Shankar talking to us ahead of the release of Indian 2. In Chennai with Suresh, Sam Daniel, Find NDTV.